Jackson, man, good to see you again. What's your protractor tip for us today?
Hey, Martin, thanks for having me on again. Today I'm going to just kind of bring up the infamous change order. We have plenty of change orders on our job, and I think a lot of that's because um, how we view a change order. I think in our industry sometimes change orders can be seen as a frustrating, a disappointing, aspect, something that was an unforeseen. And usually, I'll say typically we see more change orders, not clients not walking away very happy. It's kind of one of these kind of unexpected items or an additional cost they didn't really want to kind of pursue or, were hoping to avoid, and now they have to. We look at change orders as a way to improve the project. That's what we kind of tell our clients in the very beginning. We're going to have changes. Be prepared for that. Some of the changes, what we want to try to do is think through a project early on as much as possible to avoid the unforeseen. But what we want our clients to have the opportunity for, and I would encourage everyone to kind of give their clients this chance of, if you see something that could be different and you might like it, now's the time to do it. And the earlier we address it, the more convenient, I'll say, and less involved that change order will be. So we're constantly kind of going through, as we do our framing walkthroughs and our electrical and plumbing walkthroughs and looking at switching and all this, switches and outlets and all these things. So we're constantly asking our clients again, hey, now that you're in the space, is it operating and performing like you thought it would? Are you thinking is this where the phone's going to go, every day that we talked about? Does this feel natural? And the moment you kind of get that, you see a client maybe kind of wrestle with that or really start to question, encourage them to kind of think through that and say, hey, this is a really easy change for us now. Before we get wallboard on, maybe now's the time to do it. And really, change the view of the change order. We see those as a way to improve the home, rather than a client avoiding a change order and feeling like they're settling. So for us, we see change orders and we kind of tell our clients, this is a way to improve the home. This is a way to address something that maybe we didn't foresee, ahead of time, or maybe how you're going to use that space. But now that we're walking through it, we can actually, improve the project and kind of use it as a way to encourage the client that they're leaving that meeting or that walkthrough, getting what they were hoping for. Yes, sometimes there are going to be some costs involved, and that's just the reality of it. But hopefully, it's related to something that they saw an opportunity to improve on. An easy change order, or maybe not easy, but a free change order you can give, that we love doing. This is time. As we, as usually once we get through our rough-in stage, we're going through, our schedule, check where we are. We take a lot of pride in how we project our schedules for our clients and remaining on schedule. And I love the opportunity. Again, it promotes a higher accountability that we try to encourage our clients to have on us. But if we see we have extra time in the schedule, we're actually going to credit that back. So to me, any change in a project warrants a change order. If it's a change in contract, or that could be schedule related, could be cost or scope, scope of work related, we still document it. And so sometimes it's great to, we tell a client, hey, good news, we're through the rough-in stage. We've got, inspections passed. We're going to start hanging board. We're right on schedule. Actually, we're ahead of schedule, and now we feel comfortable, giving you a credit of time. That always goes over really well. And for us to do that, we've got to be confident in that. Our policy is we can give credits for time, as often as we want. I cannot give a change order for an extension of time without a change in scope of work that's been client approved. So for us to do that, it our clients know that's a pretty significant, um, credit on our end to do. There's really, once we give it, there's no taking it back. But it also, I think, builds a lot of trust, with our clients. They know our transparent approach to the process. This is kind of essentially saying, hey, we're ready to do this, keep us more accountable by it, which also helps, I think, just kind of get with other change orders, just be transparent about it. I think a lot of clients are always hesitant. They're fearful of that change order. Is this an opportunity for a builder, I hear this all the time. Change orders are a way for a builder to essentially make up money, or a missed opportunity, during the bid process, or they miss something. This is an opportunity for them to make it back. If you can be transparent with your change orders, I think that the more transparent you are with everything, the more trust you build with the client. But if you can do that, I think it goes a long way with the change order, perception of what that's going to be for each project. And again, I think it helps kind of cultivate Um, that belief that, hey, this is an opportunity to improve, and this is the breakdown of cost. I think the more transparent you are, the better off the whole process will be. It also is going to elevate the level of accountability that you're giving to your client to hold you to, which I think builds a ton of trust. So for us, we see change order. We're excited, when we have an opportunity to improve the project, improve what we're doing. I don't ever like to say I'm excited to give you a change order, but we want to encourage our clients to know that, hey, this is an opportunity that we can actually make it better. Because I think either we miss something, circumstances change. We have some projects that go on for, they're large scopes of work, so they take a lot of time, and circumstances change over time. So, when a house was designed and now we're doing our, I'll say from the original design to when we're actually maybe doing a framing walkthrough or a blocking walkthrough, it's been 18 months at that point. And you had a child that just loved to, I'm trying to think of an example we've had. We've done some that actually have these built-in dog houses, that underneath stairs and can be pretty elaborate. We did one that had this dog had a TV, an automatic water dispenser. A part of their house I would love to stay in, honestly.
Wow.
But at the same time, that dog, was getting older, and it was like, you know what, maybe maybe we don't need to invest in this whole, part of this, part of the process. And it just is these, again, circumstances change, so think through that. Sometimes, smaller scopes of work, things might not present themselves like that, but larger jobs, have a little bit larger time frames in there. So you've used the change order as a chance to improve, not discourage a client.